Some car enthusiasts like the classics, while others are more modern, and still others like having a constant project. In Middle Tennessee, there is one man who is a meld of them all, and he's next on What's in the Garage. It's time for a journey around America in search of the hidden gems, rare finds, and unbelievable collections in the garages of the country's auto enthusiasts. Each week, Mike Phillips will lead us through the amazing, fascinating, and entertaining backstories that make up What's in the Garage, presented by AutoGeek.net. This week, Mike is at the home of Bill Crowder in Shelbyville, Tennessee.
Welcome to this edition of AutoGeek's What's in the Garage. I'm your host, Mike Phillips, and today we're out in the rolling countryside, the Tennessee walking horse country. Now, when I look back here, I see an old Buick Riviera parts car. Now, that's probably a donor for something stuck inside this garage here. So let's go inside and check it out. When I leave, one thing for sure is I want to stop and fill up my car with gas here because it's only 35 cents a gallon. Anybody home?
Hey, come in. Hey, how you doing?
How are you doing? Mike Phillips.
Mike Crowder. Good to meet you, my man.
I couldn't help but seeing a parts car out there. Made me kind of curious what else you got in here.
Well, got a few old toys. You know how that is. Everybody's got to have a toy.
What's this first thing here?
Well, that's my Wonder truck. That's the one that runs, but it's hung in there with me pretty good bit.
How long have you had it?
I've had it about 5 years.
Yeah.
And had a lot of fun with the old truck. It started out as one thing, ended up as another.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But I caught the little Chevy Hemi Shimmy in it. It runs good and have a lot of fun, this little truck.
So this isn't a Hemi engine, it just looks like a Hemi engine.
It looks like a Hemi.
Yeah, that would be these spark plugs going right down the top of the valve covers there, which would indicate a Hemi engine. That's a small block Chevy.
I've had them argue with me. They say, no, that's a Hemi. I said, no, it's Chevrolet. No, that's a Hemi. I said, okay, you win. But really, I've had a lot of fun with it. I've had about 4 or 5 years on there, and it just draws a lot of attention.
Yeah, it looks like
I bought them at a yard sale, hung them on the wall. One day I decided where I'm going to put them, and that's where I ended up with them.
Oh, it looks good. Fitting for the car.
Yeah, really it is.
I'm a big fan of rat rods. This looks really nice.
Well, this is as a rat probably as you're going to get sometimes.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at it.
All right.
Looks like you got a custom cup holder here.
Yeah, that's my helping hand. Everybody got to have a helping hand when they go down the road.
And
so I figured he can help me, you know what I mean?
I like the hand grenade shifter handle.
That is for my problem solvers.
Okay.
You know, if I have a problem rider, I give them that.
There you go.
They don't never come back.
And I really like the door panels here, the Camel cigarette door panels.
Old Joe Camel there, he'd be riding me a pretty good bit.
And you got a suicide knob there on the steering wheel.
Yeah, you know, everybody needs one of them things so you can hang your sleeve. You know, that was old days, we could hang our sleeve, but...
What do you got back here for a gas tank?
I bought that at TSC. That's an old one of them fill-up stations.
Yeah?
And I'm poor man on that part, so I have to use what I got.
You just find whatever you can and put it together.
So I did that, and it worked pretty good. Holds 15 gallons. That's an old Firebird pure sign.
Yeah.
End up with a sign, and I cut it down and make my bed. Of course, I'm like everybody else, I got a trunk.
Okay.
See?
Oh, there you go.
So everybody's got to have a trunk.
Yeah, well, I like this.
So
it's
I keep
simple.
my battery, my air back there and everything. You know,
sure, okay. What else have we got in here?
Well, I got a 30 model here I built about 3 years ago. And the old car, I had a 425 nail head Buick on it with 6 deuces. Sure. Well, I had it at a friend of mine's house, and we was making some zoomies, and his garage caught on fire, and of course it burnt this car down. And he lost 6 cars in this garage, and I just had liability, and of course he didn't have nothing. So he told me that he could save my car, so I said, that's the best news I've had. So the boy done a good job on it, got it back to here. So I put a big block in it, and I always want to see what I could do with one of these. But
well, it's a blown big block, not just a big block.
It's a 454. We punched it forward. It's, you know, it's going to be stout. But
yeah, oh yeah.
I'm limiting myself to my tires. I ain't gonna put nothing in there that's gonna hold it, because if I did, I'm gonna break or hurt myself. So I'm just gonna light them up when I can.
Yeah, there you go. I like the low car shifter you got on there. That's the 23 inch, isn't it?
Yeah, 23 inches.
It's all the way to the roof up there.
Oh, you gotta do it, yeah. You know, if I'd have known what was coming, I'd have dropped the roof some more.
Oh, I love this though. And this car's got nice headers coming off the side there.
I'm working on my radiator right
Blower.
now. I got an A model shell I got finished, but I kind of like the old Deuce So, you know, it's every man's, whatever he wants to do. You know
Well,
what I
this
mean?
just screams hot rod. And
Yeah,
of course,
yeah.
you got the old dropped I-beam
Right.
axle on there.
Yeah.
And it looks like you're going to have this sitting really down in the weeds.
Oh, it is on the ground. I got my wheels and tires off, of course, naturally right now, but it is, the back tires set right here. This is where the height are, the
Wow.
tires is. So
right
it's
up
on
to
the
the
ground.
bottom of
yeah.
the windshield there, huh?
The car, it's about this high.
Oh.
So, you know, it's just cute, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So it's going to be a low rider with a lot of horsepower.
Yeah, it's a skateboard with a lot of guts.
Skateboard. Hey, and I noticed you filled the roof in here too.
Yeah, took this off a Jeep Wagoneer
Yeah.
and the old station wagon.
Sure, yeah.
And
Originally, these were a cloth material.
right, they had
Yeah.
a cloth insert, yeah.
So went ahead and
then,
made that into a solid steel roof then.
Yeah, what it is, I didn't want this thing to look like a rat. Okay,
Yeah.
that's why I'm gonna put a poster in it, and the old body looks pretty good. You know, it's I'm just not familiar. I just don't like a rat. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna make it kind of an old classic hot rod.
Okay,
You know what I mean? So-
Well, hang with us. We're going to take a break, then we'll be right back and check out some of Bill's other cars.